Hello Pisces, welcome to your April reading. So as soon as I sat to read for you, Spirit said, where there is interference, bring love. And I have a feeling that message is going to have a few different meanings. But just one example. Spirit was showing me how a lot of times people in the world get confused and they think that the only way to fight evil is to fight evil versus to help good. So I'm going to give you the example they showed me. They showed me a woman getting harassed by a man. And, you know, a lot of people might think somebody's got to go up and stop that guy. They got to fight that guy. They got to whatever. One of the best ways to de-escalate that situation is to bring love to it. So, for example, there have been a lot of cases where women will see a woman getting harassed and they'll be like, Becky, oh my God, I've been waiting for you. Come on, we got to go meet blah, blah, blah. And they will just go help draw this woman out of this situation. They're not speaking to the guy. They're not engaging him. They're not trying to certainly square up on him or whatever. And listen, if you've got the ability and the skill and the strength and all that to literally square up to some guy and whatever, great, fine. I support it. And this month, bring love. Where there is interference, bring love. Let me give you another example. Interference, like static that interrupts a signal. You really have something that you are trying to create or something that you want to do, but every time that you try to do it, there's this fear, there's this static, there's this anxiety, there's the, oh my God, but I don't know what I'm doing and where would I even start? And blah, blah, blah. When the interference of that analysis paralysis kind of energy starts to come up, bring love. Hey, let's take a breath. It makes a lot of sense that we would feel really anxious about this, nervous about this. We really want this really bad and we want it to be good or whatever, whatever, whatever. And we love ourselves through the static until the signal can become clear again. Okay? Okay, let's get started. Let's keep your backdrop in mind. That's the setting of your reading. Let's get the lay of the land. Spirit, thank you for sharing with us what Pisces people need to know in the month of April for their highest good. Pisces sun, Pisces moon, Pisces rising. We want to know how they are showing up, what aspects of themselves you want them to know about their highest good. Anything Pisces needs to know from the recent past as it pertains to the present and the unfolding future. In the name always, Spirit of truth. Truth in the name of love and liberation. We want to know what is showing up to meet Pisces in the month of April and what your guidance is, what they most need to know about it in order to navigate it, to make the most of it, to help turn it into their highest good. Spirit, we wish to bring Pisces joy, ease, abundance, love. Hello, kitty. Can you see her? Oh no, she's just out of frame. My derpy is coming to visit. Hi, derpy. Can we see her tail? There's her little tail. Come up here. I need my table. She's going to give me trouble now. Come on. I know you want to be right there. It's such a good spot, but I need you to move. Come on. Meet it with love. Interference. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I know. That was rude. I was kidding. Come up on the back, though. Come on. Pardon me, Pisces. I'm glad that this is happening with like one of the most patient signs that there is. Yes, you're going to keep getting them pets. Yes, I will reach back. Okay. Okay. Thank you. There's my girl. There she is. Do not play with candles. Thank you. She's like, I changed my mind. Okay. If I can't play with the candle, I'm getting out of here. All right. Thank you. Last one, Spirit for Pisces. The key to unlocking the best potential of April, Spirit, the truth about the elements at hand for Pisces, highest good. Perfect. Please show us the map, Spirit. That Pisces can best navigate this month. There you go. Ooh. Ooh, jeez. Okay, I need one more. I need one more, Spirit. Tell me a little bit more about the future. Yeah, Spirit is talking about the way that we can feel when we repeat lessons, or we feel like, I thought I already learned this. Why am I here again? I already dated this guy. How did I find him again? How did I find the same situation in my job? Like, that's the kind of thing that they're showing me, okay? We're going to talk about it. Just give me just a sec. Spirit, what does it look like? What does it look like to face fears, to lead with love? Love it, love it, love it, love it. All right. So, beautifully, you are showing up in your element, a Page of Cups. I mean, Spirit said, meet interference with love, right? And we even have the cards, 2 cards for interference, the Devil and the 8 of Swords. We're going to talk about it. Page of Cups, don't hesitate to share your message, to be vulnerable. Normally don't have to necessarily remind Piscean people to do that, but some of us might have, Capricorn or Aquarius placements, Aries placements, things that maybe moderate that wateriness a little bit. Lead with love. Lead with love, lead with vulnerability, lead with, yeah, I don't know everything. Could you help me out with that? Or whatever. Like Page of Cups. Pages are the youths, right? Of all of you could have come through as a king or a queen or a knight, but you come through as the one who is meant to have that really open heart, open mind. Again, very Piscean energy here. Spirit is saying that you need to know that what they were referring to earlier about repeated lessons. When we do find ourselves in that same old situation that feels like, oh my God, I'm in the fun house. How did this happen again? You need to not internalize that as I've done something wrong. Or if I had blank, then this wouldn't have happened to me. Okay? We have a lot to learn in this life, and taking it personally that we have to experience something again, all it does is drain our energy and our faith and leave us in a less powerful place. So like a Page of Cups, keep your heart open. I'm going to also use the word pure, but I don't mean like morally pure and perfect. I mean, I'm not going to let hate, I'm not going to let fear dominate the way that I speak, behave, and move through the world. There is the threat of that, and it would be understandable. And there's nothing sadder than like a walled off Pisces, because Pisces is here to be so soft and so, the way that they move through the world unhindered is when they are acting with love, because people kind of don't even see them for the threat that they are. That's something that Spirit is saying, is like, it's the Spirit just said it's the Mr. Bean effect. I've got funny guides, okay? Like, so operate like that. Who cares if anybody around you thinks you're silly or even like stupid? You might find that it's easier to get what you want and get into the places that you need to go if people don't see you as a threat. That's just what I'm hearing, which is really funny. I mean, there's reasons. Okay, all right, let's get into these cards. Ace of Swords is sitting in your past. A moment of clarity. A moment of resolve is the phrase that Spirit is using. Like, I want this or I don't want this. Like that kind of like, binary, like this is how it's going to be now. Whatever it is. Clearing the way. And in the present, beautifully, I see you, Six of Swords, rowing forward. I see you taking what you have learned from that Ace of Swords situation, the situation that led up to you having to kind of draw a line or speak a truth. I'm hearing also for some of you, it looks like carving a path for yourself and deciding, like, I'm carving this path for myself, right? And Six of Swords looks like, and here I go. I said carving a path. We could say like taking a stream. Let's say that. Let's make it a little easier. And now you're rowing your boat. Okay? You are in a position where you are heading toward clarity. And there is the potential of falling back into old habits. And falling back into old habits sometimes makes us feel extremely stupid, disempowered, discouraged. It can interfere. And what do we do with interference this month? We meet it with love. We meet it with love. We don't hate ourselves that we fell back into that habit, or we didn't do the thing that we said we were going to do, or we are still really scared of taking this step that we know we want to take, but we're still really scared, so we're holding ourselves here. We're not going to hate ourselves. We're going to love ourselves through that. The devil clarified a misnomer by the Eight of Swords. And then you heard me ask the question. Okay, so the devil and the Eight of Swords, practically the same. Staying in the same place because you're so scared of what's on the other side, of what it looks like to step out from under old habits, right? So potentially, and that's the beauty of getting a reading, right, is if you don't like the way the future looks, you can make decisions now to pivot from that, to adjust, address whatever is showing up, right? So the possibility, the potential of staying hung up, and actually let's just jump over to the potential outcome, is the Hanged one. So staying here a while longer, being in the cocoon a little while longer, caterpillar, no big deal. If you need to cook a little longer, you need to cook a little longer. Spirit's talking about like when women have babies and it's like we're past the 9-month mark, but it's like, but that baby needed to cook a little longer. So like, okay, this is where we are. We're hanging out here. The baby's cooking. So a potential of staying in the same position that you've been in for a little while longer, right? If you do not stay really conscious and continue to guide yourself by those six swords of like, I learned this, and this is what's going to help keep me going in the right direction. This is what my boundaries look like. This is something that I need, etc. Whatever it is you learned from your Ace of Swords conflict ending start, right? There is in your journey the threat of falling into that stillness. But the question that I asked is, what does it look like if they are willing to face their fears and challenge their doubts and challenge even their own sense of their identity? This is just who I am. This is just how I am. I'm a negative person. I'm a low energy person. I'm a whatever. Like those kind of Eight of Swords, devilish thoughts. What if they're willing to face and challenge those ideas about themselves and see, is that true? I don't know. I think I'll try something else and see if I can do that or not. See if there's ways of getting my energy up. See if there's ways of fill in the blank. What can happen? 10 of Pentacles. Security, abundance, protection, everything that I could want in the material world, which is what the 10 of Pentacles represents. A solid foundation, all the protection I could need in the world, all the support that I could need in the world. So don't be surprised that when you really are able to, as a practice, not as a realization, not as an epiphany, not as a promise, as a practice, I support myself. I meet interference even within myself and without, with love. That clears the way for me. In the climate, 7 of Wands. In the guidance, the 8 of Wands. So 7 of Wands, where there is conflict, where there is battle, inner or outer. Whether you are coming up against a whole bunch of other wands in your own mind and in your own self, or in the world, like I know a lot of people are going to oppose this, there's going to be people who hate this, or there's going to be people who don't want me to do this, etc., etc., etc. Fill in the blank with your own personal fears, your own personal opponents and oppositions, right? The things that stand in your way. The guidance is go. Eight of Wands, the way is clearer than you think. Eight of Wands, you know, you don't have to fight. Seven of Wands is in the climate. There's a lot of energy in the world that is asking us to fight. Exactly what Spirit said in the beginning of there are different ways to fight evil. What about being pro-good? What about supporting people that you know are doing the right things and helping the people that you care about? We don't have to all fight bad guys. That there's a place for those people, and there's a place for those of us who are helping to support and cultivate the good and the love of the world. Okay? Your way gets clear as you meet interference and fear with love, as you practice, again, say that word, practice believing in yourself. Practice knowing that if you were in a labyrinth and you came to the same little crevice 1 or 2 or 3 times, that hating yourself doesn't get you out of the labyrinth any sooner. Kicking your own ass for running into the same problem again does not make you understand your way better. It doesn't give you more energy. It doesn't do anything good for you. So maybe I'm just going to sit here cross-legged on the floor in this crevice of the labyrinth and give myself a little break then. I'm tired. Okay, I'm going to sit here and see if I can think of something else. And then as you sit there and you give yourself a break, Two of Wands in the key position, another path may appear. I think this came up for Capricorn. I can't remember if it was Capricorn or Aquarius. Forgive me. So if you have either of those placements, you might want to listen to that reading, because they're talking about how when we have limited perception, Eight of fucking Swords, the devil, when we are not able to even tune into the fact that there's other things, we could miss out on a whole opportunity or a whole path or a whole sign from God, right? Because we're like, oh, I got to do this. This is the way that it's always been. This is the way that I am. So I got to look at my feet. And if I'm looking at my feet, I might not see God waving at me. That's what they said. So keep your eyes open. Whatever you meet in April, meet it with love. And see if it doesn't melt, dissolve, reveal something beautiful that was hidden behind the fear. Eight of Wands, once again, the way is clear. If you want something, ask for it. Communicate. The Pages of Cups are messengers. If you want to submit a proposal, if you want to send an email, if you want to open a conversation, if you want to whatever, share. And expect also for other people to be in communication with you. It's something the Eight of Wands symbolizes. Quick movement, swiftness. So if you've been afraid that, again, if you run into a fear or a doubt that it'll stop you, it doesn't have to, if you meet it with love. Okay, I've harped on that enough, haven't I, Pisces? I really hope that that's helpful. I'm sending you all so much love, some of the most loving, sweet, tender members of the Zodiac, and we need your energy now more than ever. So please take good care of yourselves. Pour into your own cups. Make sure that you get the support that you need to stay the lover that you are. I hope this gave you some of it. Till next time. Bye, Pisces.